All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Misfits on Vinyl. Merry fucking Christmas. My name is Spencer Streichert. I'm an actor, comedian, and one of your tits.
My name is Aaron. I am also a Christmas tit this year.
You're a Christmas tit.
I have provided us with very expensive accessories for this episode from the Dollar of the Rama.
I'm touching my head nipple right now as we speak.
You're sticking straight up. You're erect.
I am erect. I am, call me a new building because I was erected.
Yes. Or, on the holiday theme, you were resurrected like Jesus Christ.
That's true.
Yes.
Didn't he resurrect at Easter, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a Catholic school. It's all a blur. It's all a blur to me. All the Sunday schools, it's all a blur.
I'm pretty sure that he was. He was
born.
He was born.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day.
I wish everybody celebrated when I was born.
Yeah, no shit, eh?
Yeah.
It gets sadder each year.
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't even want to celebrate when I was born every year.
And it's a bummer because, like, I feel like it's still an important day.
Yeah.
I mean, if neither of us were born, there would not be the #1 English-speaking music history podcast in Chile.
How different the world would be.
The world would be broken.
Yeah, it's true.
Who knows where the world would be at that point?
9/11 never happened.
9/11 never happened.
Yeah.
The Gaza Strip would be a whole thing.
Norm Macdonald would still be alive.
Norm Macdonald would be alive.
Yeah.
He literally only died because we started doing a podcast.
It's true. He'd still be racking in the gambling millions he was taking in.
And losing just as much.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched The Dark Side of Comedy on HBO. There was an episode about Norm.
Oh, is it new or?
Yeah, it was new. Yeah, they have it's a second season of the show, but they spotlight a comedian every episode.
Yeah.
They talked about Norm and how Norm one time just threw $60,000 into the ocean. He's like, well, I'm gonna lose at gambling, so I might as well just throw it in the ocean.
Which, you know what? That's the way to do it. Just completely accept the fact that you need to give up.
Yeah, pretty much. Your kitty is going wild.
My cat's going fucking bonkers, batshit bananas.
Don't press no buttons.
Yeah, she did that the other day. Hey, don't bite me, you little fuck. I saved you from the shelter. You were gonna get killed.
I took you out of the shelter. You owe me love.
You owe me love. Fuck. It's crazy that we're at our Christmas episode, and this is our 52nd episode.
Our second annual Christmas special.
Yeah,
no, it feels pretty good. We're 52 episodes in.
That's, 52 episodes in.
That's an episode a week.
That's
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, for a couple gaps in there, but
it's pretty good.
I'm happy, man. It's nice to be back. You're a recently traveled man.
I am a traveled man.
Spencer got a passport, and he went to America.
I went to America.
He went to Los Angeles, performed at the Los Angeles Comedy Festival at the Ice House.
At the Ice House in Pasadena, which was a lovely place to perform. Had a really good time, met some really cool people. Mm-hmm. Had to follow Tony Rock. That was difficult. He's super fucking nice guy. But it was also funny because they combined two shows. So they were going to have an early and a late show. And then the early show sold great, and the late show didn't sell any tickets, so they just threw like a couple of people from the late show on the early show, but they kept the same order of the early show. So Tony Rock ends with like 45 minutes, and then it's like, here's this guy from Canada,
like with a tight 15,
with a tight fucking 10.
There you go.
I was supposed to do 8 or 7.
Nice.
I went over a little bit.
Oh.
You know what, though? I think it's okay because I flew so far to get there.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not the type of person who thinks it's ever okay to go over.
Yeah.
But I needed to in order to save myself a little bit because I lost them with the dark jokes. Just a tad. Just a fucking tad.
Yeah, they don't like to, in Los Angeles, from my understanding, they don't like to self-reflect. So
self-deprecation, not their strong suit.
No. So I feel you on that. That's okay though.
So I ended up going to a party when I was in LA.
Yes.
Went to a Christmas party. Did not
Amazing.
realize it was a Christmas party until I got there. Forgot that it was Christmas. It's weird walking around LA during Christmas time because there's like Christmas decorations up and every store has Christmas music. But then there's just like a naked homeless guy standing there, you know, because it's like plus fucking 25 Celsius.
It's similar. My parents were just in Florida. The vibes were similar.
Ooh.
Yeah. They were like walking around on the beach, and then they went into a mall, and there was like a full-size gingerbread house.
See, and I feel like Florida is a little bit. Florida's got to have like the eccentric weird.
Yes.
Whereas I felt like, because I was staying right off of Skid Row, which is tip for anyone, don't do that.
Well, I have a tip for you. Don't do LA on a budget. I don't think it really. That's like when we went to New York. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be conscious of our money. It doesn't work that way.
It really doesn't.
No.
And I feel like, especially when the American dollar is basically 2 Canadian dollars.
Yes.
And I had done all the calculations before I went down, and I was like, okay, like this is how much money I can spend, blah blah blah. I like tried to look up how much Ubers were and everything, and then I got off the plane, and the fucking Uber from the airport to Santa Monica was 150 American dollars, and I went, I guess I'm public transiting while I'm here.
There goes my entire Uber budget.
What I thought was really funny, though, is I get off the plane, and it's like, so LAX, like, I think that they have, like, a deal with, you know, the flyaway, so, like, the only public transit that can go right to LAX, you have to, it's not public transit, like, it's like a single bus ticket, right? So it costs, like, I don't know, like $20 to get on or whatever, right? Anyways, I wanted to go to the beach because I had some time to kill before I could check into my hotel. So I was like, I went to, started walking to the bus, had to get on the big blue bus that takes you right down the number 1. And I get to the number 1 and there's a helicopter flying overhead. And this old guy comes up beside me and he's like, yeah, that's weird. Usually they don't have helicopters above LAX. And I was like, oh yeah? And he's like, yeah, like they can't because, you know, the plane's coming in and that. So they must be looking for someone. There might be a car chase somewhere. And right when he finished saying that, this fucking car just whizzed by. And then a bunch of cop cars came whizzing by after him, and he's driving in the wrong lane of traffic. And I was like, welcome to America, baby.
Yeah, nice.
Fucking Grand Theft Auto up in here.
LA is like one of the worst spots to get in a car chase because you're just going to get stuck in traffic.
Yeah, I don't know how fucking OJ did it.
No, well, the favorite thing about the OJ thing is he was going like 20 miles an hour. He was like, he was going like school zone speed. So he was going like 30K an hour in his Bronco. Like they could have just pulled him over, but.
Oh, 100% they could have just pulled him over.
I swear he's ran faster than he was driving.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, and it was like 3 hours long. It's great TV.
I love the Artie Lang joke where he's like, he wanted to get a tattoo of O.J. Simpson and Peyton Manning, and then he could be like, it's O.J. Simpson in a slow white Bronco.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But okay, so I got to tell you about this party because Canadian comic Maddie Kelly, who now lives down there.
Nice.
I've like ran into her peripherally throughout the years, right? Like she's come through Calgary. I ran into her in various cities, right? But I saw that she was having a Christmas party, so I messaged her. I was like, hey, is it okay if I show up and, like, can I bring a friend? She was like, yeah, totally. And, dude, honestly, one of the most fucking fun parties I've ever been to in my life. Like it was, like, not super rowdy or anything, but, like, really good conversations.
Nice.
And, like, there was this one dude that was, like, I was having a great conversation with him the whole night. You know, he's like a guy, I think he's from Chicago, he said. Anyways, right before he's leaving, he comes up and he's like, yeah, like, I just wanted to say, like, it was great talking to you. You're the life of the party with conversations. I was like, oh, thanks, man. And then he goes, and he's a, like, taller, like, black guy, right? And he goes, yeah, like, you know, who would have thought about that, you know, coming from a Canuck? And then he goes, is it okay to say that, or is that like a racial epitaph? And I was like, oh, you got to be careful with the hard C there. I was like, not even in a song, man.
No.
Not even in a song.
There's a whole team of them in Vancouver. It's like the Redskins for Canada.
Yeah, we really gotta nip that Canuck thing in the butt.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna be the Vancouver Commanders or something in no time, or the Guardians. Like
I really thought you were gonna get more offensive and say Comanche for a second.
No. I'm just going off of what they changed their names to. First, they were the Washington football team, which is, you know, the way they play football, you could hardly call them that. And then after that, they became the Commanders.
What did Cleveland change theirs to?
The Indians are now the Guardians.
Okay.
Yeah, in baseball, they're now the Guardians.
Which, you know what? Like, I do think, like, that is one of the most offensive fucking logos ever for a sports team.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Big Chief.
Yeah, Chief Wahoo was his name.
Yeah.
Which is also just wildly offensive, dude. That is nuts. Oh, God.
But to be fair, that's like the least offensive thing in Cleveland.
That's
I mean, you know,
fucking true.
What the Guardians? What are they guarding? Mediocrity. Like one of the lamest cities out there.
Although in Ohio, probably one of the better cities.
Yeah, what is there? Cincinnati and Columbus?
Yeah, and there's one other city. One of the guys I was talking to at the party told me about this. There used to be a city that was the capital until Columbus became the capital. And one of the like senators at the time wrote in his in like a letter to his wife that's in this book that he read that like I don't know why we're going to Columbus. It's such a waste of time. It's a terrible place. And like,
I know Cincinnati is famous for a couple things. Obviously, the zoo in Harambe. That happened in Cincinnati.
Rip Harambe.
They're also famous for their chili, which they put on spaghetti.
That doesn't seem that weird.
It is a little weird, I think. I think it would be weird if you were like to bring a bunch of like Italians over, like imagine like the 1930s or the 20s, like they skipped New York, they went to Cincinnati, and they're like, what the fuck, spaghetti and chili?
Well, that's not really that different from like pasta sauce.
Oh, it's completely different. It's got beans in it.
It's got tomatoes though.
It's got beans.
It's got onions
and beans.
It's got garlic
and beans
and meat
and beans.
Yeah, but it's like basically like a mushed up meatball.
I don't know. It's strange to me. I wouldn't be down for it.
I'd fuck with that.
Nah,
I fuck with chili.
Yeah, I like chili. I mean, we're the #1 English-speaking podcast there, but it's not. You know, it doesn't belong on spaghetti. Maybe rice. Some people put chili on rice.
I put chili on rice.
Yeah,
I put rice in chili sometimes.
Interesting.
And then like you have just another thing that like absorbs the flavor.
Interesting.
It's actually pretty good.
I'm pretty purist about my chili. I just want it by itself with a little cheese. It's pretty much.
Do you not have bread with it?
No.
Really?
No.
Dude, I take a slice of bread and I wipe up the plate.
Maybe some crackers.
Some cracker. Okay, you're talking about weird shit in chili, and you put some saltines in it.
That's what they give you at Wendy's. Wendy's is the pinnacle of chili.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're really hurting my brain for a second here. Wendy's chili. First off, I've never had chili at Wendy's.
Good.
I doubt that.
It's really good.
I really doubt that.
It's like paired with a Baconator.
Oh, dude. One time I had 4 triple Baconators when I worked for Barbecues Galore.
Nice.
I had 4 of them, and I felt my heart slowing down.
Yeah, probably.
It was not good.
They call that the quadruple bypass.
Dude, I really want to go to the Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably eat.
Well, that's what I'm training my body for. If you weigh over a certain amount, you eat for free. I'm all about saving $1.
Oh, dude, speaking of heart attacks, shout out to Forrest Shaw.
Did he have one?
He might have had a heart attack recently.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when I saw him just the other day, he was talking about it. Yeah, he was like, I was like, oh, he was like, how are you doing? I told him, like, you know, got the venue for the wedding, getting engaged now. I was like, how you doing? He's like, I was just in the ER, might have had a heart attack. I was like, fucking what? Like, he's like, no, it's all good now.
50-50 shot.
Yeah, it's okay now.
I felt a strong pain in my chest and I chewed on 12 baby aspirins. That's pretty much all that happened.
Oh, dude, the other thing was too is like I like, you know, like I always feel bad when people tell me like health problems and that, because the first thing when I got off the plane in LA, and I wanted to tell Forrest this when I saw him until he told me he had a heart attack, so I couldn't. But like, I was excited about going to America because I thought, you know, it's going to be cool to feel skinny again. And then I remembered I'm in Los Angeles, so not everyone looks like Forrest.
No.
But like, I couldn't say that to Forrest after he told me he just had a heart attack.
I can't say that to you.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude, I feel bad now.
No, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'd say I'm fat anywhere. It doesn't really matter, like, you know.
Yeah, I realized I'm just fat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where I go. There's no skinny version of me. I can't go fly away to a magical place where I'm like the hottest shit in town. Just ain't gonna happen.
I mean, I'm sure there are some American cities though. Like, oh, dude, in the South, there's got to be some.
Well, yeah, if we like venture into Mississippi.
Yeah,
but, you know,
Missouri.
I ain't visiting there.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really.
I'm not going to St. Louis. It's literally the most crime-ridden city in America.
Is it actually?
Yeah, the murder capital of America, St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking, they beat Chicago at something.
Yeah.
Good for them. they're number one at something.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't know anything else about St. Louis besides that.
I mean, it's
They have
the
the Arc.
yeah, it's the home of my co-star on Fargo, John Hamm.
There you go. Yes, St. Louis Blues. They play hockey there.
Yep.
They used to have a football team, and now they don't.
They don't anymore?
Nope. They moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, right, they did. The Rams.
Now they have 2 football teams in Los Angeles.
Right. That's weird.
The Chargers and the Rams.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They have 2 football teams, and they have a fuck ton of... Dude, okay, here's the thing that's crazy. Like, so I went to the Doohickey show.
Yes.
It's our Christmas episode. We can go a little longer.
Yeah,
I'm not worried.
we're not paying this time, so...
We're not paying this time. I'm not worried about it. But I went to the Doohickey show, which was at the Escondite, which is a cool little, like... It's kind of like the Palomino if the Palomino was long.
Okay.
You know?
That's a very specific reference that
Very
maybe
specific.
like 10% of our viewers will get.
Honestly, it's a very weird one, but it's the best way to explain it. They have like elk heads on the wall everywhere,
Yes.
wood fucking floors and
Yes.
paneling on the walls. For some reason, neon lights, but then also Christmas lights.
Nice.
You know, a cool place. But anyways, it was like a 20-minute walk from my hotel. And so I was meeting my friend Benjamin Font there, and shout out to Benjamin because he hooked me up in LA. Like, he really showed me around and like helped me like get to know the city a lot better than.
How do you know Ben?
I met him through the Quarantine International Film Festival.
Nice, that's cool.
He entered our first round and swept with his film, The Bare Necessities. Like, he won, like, Best Director, Best Cinematography, a bunch of awards in the first round. And then he was a judge the second round, and then he won again in the third round.
Nice.
But super nice dude. He's had a few movies out there, Madness Farewell on Amazon Prime, which he wrote, acted in, and directed.
Cool.
He also wrote a movie that I forget what it's called, but it's a movie that was, like, actually pretty big a couple of years ago. And he also writes a bunch of novels. But anyways, super nice dude. But I was going to meet him at the Doohickey show. And so I sent him a screenshot of, like, the Google Maps from my hotel to the Escondite. And I was like, yeah, like, it's only like a 20-minute walk. And he's like, dude, you do not want to walk that. And I was like, listen, I know you're American, but, like, 20 minutes isn't that bad of a walk, you know? Like, and he goes, no, like, dude, you're walking right through Skid Row. And I was like, oh. And then I look, and it literally said on the map Skid Row, and I was like, oh, I'm fucking dumb. But so anyways, I get an Uber, and my Uber driver's telling me literally the whole way about not going through Skid Row. And then we pass a street, and there's a fucking open fire in the middle of the street, like a massive-ass bonfire.
Yeah.
And a bunch of naked people standing around it, and just tent city. And, like, and he goes, yeah, that's Skid Row. And I went, holy fuck. Like, you don't understand, I think, like, how bad it is until you see it. And then, like, because at first I was like, LA can shut up. Like, everywhere has homeless people. It's not that bad. And I get it. I'm cocky for saying that. I can admit when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Don't walk around LA.
Yeah, it's gonna be like you should like strap a GoPro to your forehead and do like how to get murdered speedrun on Twitch and see how it goes. Yeah, because I mean the homeless people I've encountered here in Toronto, like I mean the ones in Toronto are a little aggressive. They like, you know, ask you for Tim Hortons gift cards and cigarettes.
Yeah,
but nothing out of the ordinary. Never really feel unsafe.
They've also got like they've got a little character to them, you know.
Yeah,
they're not totally beaten.
There was the one time I gave this guy a cigarette and he just like ripped the filter off and started smoking it raw. I was like, okay. I was like, that's something I've never seen before.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, he was like, can I have a cigarette? I was like, yeah, sure. And just lit it up.
I always feel weird about that only because then I have less tobacco to smoke in the end.
Yeah.
You know, because like at least with the filter, you can hold the filter, you can get a couple extra puffs out of it.
You don't smoke the filter?
I mean, you can.
That's the best part.
I mean, I chew on them.
It's the best part. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I've never experienced situation like that, but it feels scary down there.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's scary down there.
The wildest part was shout out to the Doohickeys first of all, because their show was phenomenal. And their opener, Late Fitzpatrick, was also really fucking good. And the Doohickeys killed it. They had a bunch of special guests on their show.
Nice.
Haley and Jack, both super fucking nice in person. Not that I expected that they wouldn't be. You know, they were nice on the show, but they were super kind in person. Gave me a lot of advice about the getting around the city, whatnot. But the fucking so we get that show finishes up. Benjamin and I have drank so many PBRs. And also, that's the other thing is, I knew American beers were weak, but I didn't realize I'd have to drink, 4 of them for every one Canadian beer. So I'm paying twice as much as I would with a Canadian beer, and I'm having to drink 4 times as many to get...
Well, you were drinking PBR. That's mistake number 1.
Well, it was the only thing that was good there, man. It was that, or else, Budweiser.
Bud Light.
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Miller High Light.
Champagne of beers.
Yeah. Coors Light.
Coors Light.
But anyways, so Ben and I got pretty fucked up though, and then we had some shots, and then we were splitting an Uber back, and he lived on the opposite end of downtown LA, he lives in Silver Lake. So I was like, yeah, we'll just get the Uber to drop me off along the way because it's literally a long way. And so we told the Uber driver when we get in, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. And he misses the stop, and then we go through a tunnel, and I was like, hey, is Olive Street coming up? And he's like, oh no, dude, that was way back there. I was like, oh shit, well, I'll just get out here. He's like, no, I can drive you back. I'm like, nah, dude, it's okay. I'll just fucking hop out here. And I walked home at 2 in the morning, pretty fucking drunk. Go to the hotel, no problems, right? But I open up my Instagram, and Ben had messaged me, and apparently the Uber driver is freaking out about me walking around downtown LA by myself at night. He's like, dude, I can't believe you did that. But we were on the other side of Skid Row. They do keep to their area pretty well.
Nice. Well, that's good. At least they're keeping to their own.
Yeah, they're very territorial.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, there's only so much you can do when you're naked and on fentanyl, you know?
It's true.
Holding a gun. It's such a fucking wild thing, dude. It makes me really think how funny it was when I used to think Toronto was sketchy.
Yeah, no, and I mean, they used to just ship them out. No, that's I was talking to somebody, I can't remember, a small talk conversation or whatever. We were talking about Calgary, and he was like, "Yeah, do you remember when they used to just ship them to Vancouver?" I was like, no, I don't actually. I don't remember that,
dude. And they used to fucking ship them outside of the cities in LA too.
Yeah,
they got way too many of them though. That's
really how Fresno was created. In Bakersfield.
Holy fuck, dude. Okay, the funniest thing is because the last day that I was there, when I was walking, that was the only time that I actually got followed and harassed by a homeless guy. Yeah. This fucking guy with barely any clothes on, just yelling at me incoherently.
Nice.
Waving a sweater that was wrapped around his hand. So I was like, I don't know what's in that. I'm gonna keep walking. And then I found some security guards, and I told them about it because he's 20 feet behind me and just following me. And they just rolled their eyes and walked away, and I'm like, you're fucking useless. What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, it was fucked. But I read that apparently, President of China,
yes.
Xi Jinping,
yeah, he was in San Francisco.
He was in San Francisco,
yeah.
And they took a giant area of San Francisco and legitimately cleaned it up, completely. They took all the homeless people out of it. I don't know where they fucking took them to.
Yeah.
And the governor of California was just he was basically saying they could have done this a long time ago, but they needed to just make sure that they set a good impression for the president of China. And I'm like, I don't know if you really need to worry about that. They're committing a genocide in China.
I was gonna say, what did he do? He was like, yeah, here, we're gonna show you the work camps we sent them to. He's trying to take one out of his playbook. It's oh yeah, this is where we build.
Did they got them fucking working in a sweatshop in Oakland?
Yeah. This is where we're building your Huawei phones. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Correct?
Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
That is correct.
I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah, I've also heard mixed reviews. All right, so every episode of Misfits on Vinyl, we cover an album.
Yes.
But when we do our Christmas special, Misfits for Christmas, we always cover 12 Christmas songs.
Yes. And we've picked the good, the bad, the ugly, the outdated, the
classics,
the not so classics,
the brand new,
the brand spanking new.
We got a couple of brand new like this year tracks.
We pick funny songs, we pick sad songs, we pick Christmas.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
We pick Christmas.
Yeah. None of the other holidays.
None of the other holidays. Although we are gonna run out of Christmas songs at some point.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible. We've only done 24.
I mean, yeah, but like we've got. Okay, I will say, I think that this year our song. I think that the playlist this year, arguably better than the playlist last year.
I don't know. I forget what we did last year.
Okay, so last year we did John Lennon's "Merry Christmas, the War Is Over."
Yes.
Which was as we talked about then, a stinker.
Yes.
A fucking hypocritical one. As you so boldly put it, it's irony coming from a man who abandoned his child and beat his first wife.
Yes.
Then there was Paul McCartney's "Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time," which is a great song. There was Darlene Love's "Christmas Baby Please Come Home," which was a great song, but produced by Phil Spector.
Yes.
Then there was Johnny Cash's super sad Christmas song. There was "Mistress for Christmas" by AC/DC.
Yes.
Run DMC's Christmas song. There was Tyler the Creator's Grinch.
Nice.
There was Elvis's Blue Christmas.
Yes.
I forget. There's a couple that I'm really blanking on now.
What I loved too about that John Lennon one, I don't know if we talked about this or not. Someone commented on her clip. There was like, coming from two guys with 4 followers on TikTok, and I wanted to comment back, how many TikTok followers does John Lennon have? 4 more than him.
Well, also, like, I'm sorry if we don't have a following on TikTok. That means we can't comment
I don't have clout. I can't
Yeah.
comment on people's poor behavior.
I don't have a moral compass, sir.
No,
Yeah, I'm not allowed to be
I'm sure Charlie D'Amelio has the best moral
Yeah.
compass of them all.
Sorry, I forgot that fucking Madison or Addison Ray or whatever is fucking really the guide on what is and is not acceptable behavior.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen her movie, but
No.
he's all that.
Oh, no.
Recommend it.
Really?
Recommend it, yeah.
Good or bad?
Bad.
Oh, really?
Bad. It's all like TikTok artists, and
Oh, God.
it's a remake of She's All That.
We're going to give you the 12 songs of Misfits
Let's
Christmas.
roll.
All right. So the first song on the 12 songs of Misfits is "A Spaceman Came Traveling" by Chris DeBrogg.
Nice. One thing I should note, too, is if you guys want to listen to these songs as we go along, we'll link the Spotify playlist. I'm assuming we can do that underneath. You guys can listen to a song and listen to the song and let us know what you think. Not that we're going to listen to what you think, but anyways.
But we might, you know? We might. I mean, crazier things have happened.
This episode's going to come out like, you know, we'll recap next year.
Yeah, we'll recap in the new year.
Yeah,
we'll have a new year, new beer sort of episode.
We'll do the 12 songs of New Year.
Actually, what we should do in the new year is review Tate McRae's album.
Yeah.
We should do that. Calgary Connection.
There you go.
Let's do it. All right, so "A Spaceman Came Traveling" by Chris DeBrogg. This is it first appeared on his second studio album, Spanish Train and Other Stories, which I am currently borrowing from Siobhan's mother.
Nice.
It was released in 1975, and it was released numerous times as a single, becoming a popular Christmas song. And it's also appeared on a lot of festive compilation albums. The song was not an initial success in the UK and failed to chart. After its first release in 1975, it reached the top position of the Irish single charts, staying 15 weeks in the Irish charts at number 2, and then climbed to 22 in the Canadian airplay charts.
Nice.
However, in 1986, following his huge success with Lady in Red, the reissue reached number 15 in Ireland, charting for only 1 week. The song was also issued as a double A-side with the song "The Ballroom of Romance" and charted for the first time in the UK in 1986, reaching number 40 and staying on the charts for 5 weeks. DeBrog was who had just signed his first recording contract with AMA Records, was broke and staying at a friend's flat when he read Chariots of the Gods by Eric von Däniken. The book made him think, what if the Star of Bethlehem was a spacecraft, and if there was a benevolent being or entity in the universe keeping an eye on the world and our foolish things that we do to each other. The record is certified gold in the UK, and Record Mirror gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Nice. He's got a nice voice.
Yeah, nice voice. I really dig the sound too, like the actual composition of this track.
I wasn't familiar with this song, so it was one I didn't know.
I've heard of it before, but I hadn't like really dug into it until a couple of weeks ago.
It's not one that I would like if you go onto Spotify and you put on a Christmas playlist. It's not one I don't think would
No.
be on there.
I think this is one of those ones that's in like the Christmas playlist, but not Christmas playlist.
Yes.
You know. I thought it's a solid track though. Like
the Hipster's Christmas.
The Hipster's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not a bad track. I think it's pretty solid. Okay, last year what we did was we just gave it an overall rating out of 10 for each of these tracks. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna come in at a 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, I think it's a nice song. I don't know if it's invokes either the Christmas sadness or the Christmas cheer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just Christmas middle.
It's Christmas middle.
Yeah.
It's a criddle.
It's like if you were celebrating the holidays by yourself, but you don't like your family. That's the kind of vibe I give it.
You know what? And that's kind of most Christmases for me.
Yeah, but it's like you're alone, but at least you're not with them.
Yeah, exactly. I say that, but it's more so just that I hate fucking traveling, and I always have to travel for Christmas.
Your family's lovely. Your mom's lovely.
My mom's lovely. My stepdad's lovely. My grandparents are lovely. My dad's lovely. I only get to see my dad's side of the family for Christmas once every couple of years because they're very far out of the way. But yeah, okay, so we're at a 6.75 out of 10
That's
for that
a fair
track.
rating.
That's a fair rating.
Yeah, give that one a listen. It's an interesting one. Yeah, let's move along.
Let's move along. It's definitely that mid-70s sound.
Yes.
It's that mid-70s sound that, like, it should have been on a TV show.
Yeah.
As, like, a Christmas song. It should have been in, like, the Star Wars Holiday Special, you know? I fucking love that movie. It's so bad.
Never even seen it.
Dude, we gotta watch the Star Wars Holiday Special together. Like, what we should do is get some beers and watch the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's so bad.
We follow it up with Shrek the Halls.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Shrek the Halls is, like, way better.
Okay, good.
The Star Wars Holiday Special, Jefferson Airplane does a song on it. Carrie Fisher sings in it. It follows the story of 3 Wookiees who are Chewie's family.
Interesting.
It's Lumpy, Nala, and I forget what the other one is called. The dad watches porn.
Okay.
With VR goggles.
Interesting.
And Lumpy's like they're the kid. I think his name is Lumpy. He's like walking around, and the mom's mad at him. She hits the kid. There's a weird part where Mark Hamill comes in, but it's like a Zoom call.
Do you think George Lucas had control over this one?
He had 100% control over it.
Great, and it makes sense. The prequels make sense now.
And it was he had 100% control over it, and it only aired once, and it's never been released since then.
Nice.
So the only way that you can find it is like these weird online, copies from the VHS tape that someone recorded.
I'm into it.
It's great. It's awful. Okay, so the second song on our 12 Songs of Misfits is a good song.
Yes. By
our dear friends.
The dear friends that are the
Vidos.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna throw it to them in a moment, but I did want to comment on this song. This one's really fun.
It's super fun.
I love the lyrics that Jeff Bezos saves Christmas because Santa was drinking on the beach and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Yeah. I like the idea of Santa being a procrastinator.
Yeah, and like eating hot spaghetti.
It's Christmas again already. Santa's eating hot spaghetti. Oh.
It's better than cold spaghetti.
That's true.
It's better than spaghetti with chili on it. So
it's probably better than mom's spaghetti too.
True.
I mean, I would throw it up there as better than mom's spaghetti. All right, well, we're gonna throw it to the Vidos.
Hey fellas, it's Brett from the Vidos. Just chilling in my apartment here. Not my car. I don't live in my car or sleep there or anything like that. It's just a race car bed in my apartment. Thanks for having me on the show. Really stoked you wanted me to talk about the Christmas song. Basically wanted to Just kind of, when I was growing up, every year we'd listen to that, the Bare Naked Ladies, Bare Naked for the Holidays, one of the greatest albums, period, of all time. And always thought it'd be fun to write like a funny Christmas song. So I took a little bit of inspo, I'd say probably from that. And then we wanted to be a part of our label's annual Christmas compilation this year. We missed the deadline last year, but then Nolan brought it up, our drummer, and he goes, hey man, we should do this year. Oh yeah, cool, yeah. It's that time of year again already, hey? And then I had like that Dewey Cox moment where I'm like, Christmas again already? That's the fucking name of the song, man. And then we just started coming up with what rhymes with already. Spaghetti. Cousin Eddie was a lyric briefly. Sadly, that got shopped. Yeah, and then it all just kind of came together. Santa's on vacation and he's not prepared for Christmas. He doesn't realize that it's already that time of year, and has to get Jeffrey Bezos to bail him out by delivering every gift in the world by drone. It's a good little story, and kind of borrows from, you know, a little bit of Ebenezer Scrooge here and there, and, you know, a few other like tried and true Christmas tales, and put our own little Vidos spin on it. And so far people are liking it. It's being called the greatest Vidos song of all time. I've heard that from several people, and then others are just saying it's straight up one of the greatest pieces of music ever recorded, I think. So yeah, I'd say it's going pretty good. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for having us on the show, and hope to see you in the new year.
That was a bunch of interesting facts.
Yeah, we definitely heard.
We definitely heard that before we recorded this. No, but this was just released this year.
Yeah, it's a great track. I mean, it's fun, it's catchy,
Super catchy.
There's some topical stuff. I just love that Jeff Bezos saves Christmas. It's
So
amazing.
fun. It's so fun.
Santa hits up Jeff, take him off the naughty list if he, you know, delivers the packages for free, which realistically would never happen.
No. Bezos' little fucking needlehead.
Yeah.
Turtle-looking head. You know what he looks like? He looks like in Master of Disguise when he's a turtle. When Dana Carvey's a turtle.
Yeah.
That's what Jeff Bezos looks like.
Well, now he's on steroids. He's all yoked up.
Dude, what is it with these nerds fucking getting on roids and wanting to fight each other?
No, Mark Zuckerberg suddenly knows jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Elon Musk thinks he can kick his ass.
I missed that part of the Social Network where he was just like training in the gym.
Yeah.
Like doing Gamoras and like putting people in arm locks, and I missed that part. He could have kicked the Winklevoss's twins' ass. They're just rowers. He could have came in there and like, you know, how they move in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, just rubbed his ass on the ground and put him in a leg lock.
Just done one of his little dog scoots.
Yeah, and done a little leg lock. I missed that part. David Fincher, do it again. Remake. Remake.
Remake The Social Network with Mark Zuckerberg as a tough boy.
Yeah, as a tough boy. Fight Club Social Network.
Dude,
come together.
Also, fuck Meta for like. I've been trying to like when we've had reels lately.
Yeah.
I've been going to share it, and the first fucking thing used to be share to stories, and now because Threads is doing so fucking awful, it's just share to Threads, and if you click it, it accidentally just fucking like goes right to Threads. And pops up with like a full write-up on Threads with the link to the reel, and I'm like, you piece of shit! Like, stop trying to make Threads cool. Like,
yeah, it's not cool.
It's not cool.
I don't even have it. I mean, I had to go back and get Facebook for work, and now I just have like relatives and a couple of friends on it. And for some reason, Facebook thinks I'm like a 12-year-old boy because all it does is show me videos of Fortnite and Mr. Beast. Like, I give a fuck. Fortnite I do play, but I mean, I don't know.
Dude, how about Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast.
I want to see him and Elon fight.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The winner gets the other person's net worth.
I feel like Elon has more to lose.
He has more to lose. He's got a lot of kids to support.
It's true.
He's not a man of pulling out.
No. No.
Of anything.
Only out of deals.
Yeah.
Which didn't work out either for
Didn't
him,
work
so.
out either, and then he just fucking tanked an already shitty company.
Yep. X.
Fucking what a dumb fuck.
Anyways.
Okay. Yeah, and it was released through Rock is Dead Records.
Awesome.
Um,
Yeah, shout out to the Vidos. I I'm giving this a 10.
I'm giving it a 10.
I love
too.
the boys. I love the song. It's fun.
This is only the second track that we've given a 10. The other one was Last Christmas by Wham.
There we go.
So I mean,
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Good song. I enjoy it. We love the boys. Good music. Good job.
Fucking good job. All right, so 10 out of 10 for It's Christmas Again Already by the Vidos. All right, now number 3. But Why Is It So Cold by the DiCamillo Sisters, featuring Jimmy Pop from the Bloodhound Gang.
What the fuck is this song, dude? You put it on the playlist, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, this is awful. And it's like, it's awful because, you know what, they sound like shit, and then they're also trying to be really funny, and it's like, not, you know? It's not that funny.
So it's a song about why is Santa's dick so cold? Santa stuck his Christmas in your hiney hole, but why is it so cold?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have the DiCamillo Sisters is a band that consists of Jimmy Pop of the Bloodhound Gang, Bam Margera of CKY Jackass and Narkill,
Yes.
Brandon DiCamillo, who is singing the predominant majority of this song from CKY Jackass and Narkill, Rab himself, and Rake Yon, both from CKY. Now, what's funny about this is that, like, there was this, like, time in the mid-2000s when, like, anything that Bam Margera touched turned to gold.
Yeah.
You know, in the early 2000s, because he was, you know, the most famous skateboarder in the world. Jackass was super popular. Viva La Bam was super popular. His skateboarding videos, the CKY videos, were super popular. His brother's band was fucking huge. Like, we covered CKY in a Recusode. And Jimmy Pop from the Bloodhound Gang. The Bloodhound Gang was fucking huge at this point, too. Why they thought that music was something that these stunt boys could do.
I don't know, but it's not good.
No.
I am.
There's a whole lyric in this song about Santa ripping an elf.
R-wording an elf.
Oh, yes, R-wording an elf.
Beeping an elf.
Beeping an elf. Forgot we gotta cut that out for
Yeah, that's okay.
for the baby ears out there.
Yeah, not a good listen. I think it brings down the overall quality of the entire playlist, and that's saying a lot with some of the songs coming up.
I don't know, dude. There's one in here that was just released this year that might actually bring it all the way up.
It's true.
It's a fucking banger, dude.
It's true. Well, is there any information we should know about it?
It was released in 2003. And it's their only song.
Yeah, shocker. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it's their only song. Yeah, you know what? It's funny because, like, as much as I really do, you know, I was obsessed with CKY and Jackass and Viva La Bam and all that, and you know, him and CKY are some of my favorite bands. This is just a pile of shit, you know. I do like the Jingle Bell beat and the piano. That's the only thing that would bring it to a 3 for me.
I'm not even going that high. If I could rate it less than a 0, I probably would. I'm gonna go like 0.1.
0.1.
0.1.
All right, so we're at a 1.15 out of 10.
What a shitty song.
What a fucking bad song.
Stinker.
Dud. All right, the next song, though, not a fucking dud.
No.
Number 4 on our list of the 12 songs of Christmas is This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. It was later covered by The Temptations, but the Donny Hathaway version, the OG, is just fucking incredible, dude.
Yeah, awesome song. This is a staple of Christmas.
This is a staple of Christmas. And it's funny because, like, it's one of those songs that I did not know the name of it until this year, but I had heard it a lot. You know, it's in a lot of Christmas movies. It's usually playing in Starbucks. Yep. You know, like, it's I would say definitely more of like a song that you're going to hear walking around the mall.
Yes.
But I heard it at this holiday party on the weekend, and I was like, fuck yeah, I dig this shit. So this song by American soul musician Donny Hathaway was released in 1970 by Atco Records. The song gained renewed popularity when it was included in 1991's Atco Records revised edition of their 1968 Soul Christmas compilation album, and has since become a modern classic standard, with the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers reporting that it was the 30 most performed holiday song of all time. Phil Upchurch said the song was absolutely the premier holiday song written by an African American. and it was written by Hathaway and Nadine McKinnon. Oh man,
cheery, happy,
so happy.
Up. The music sounds good. The singing is fantastic.
And we're caroling through the night.
Yeah. Great song.
All right, this Christmas was recorded at Audio Finisher Studio on Ontario Street, Chicago in the fall of 1970. Rick Powell said that Hathaway was very upbeat during the session and that he knew that he wanted to do what he wanted to do musically and the impact he wanted to make on the song. Regarding the representation of African Americans in Christmas music, on writing the song with Hathaway, who died in 1979, Nadine said she felt blessed to have written Donnie a song that celebrates the possibilities, the expectations, and the anticipation of Christmas with the good, fun, and happy, loving times, and that the creation of the song was a God plan. God was in the plan, and Donnie Hathaway was a genius. The song charted at number 37 on the Billboard Hot 100, 25 on the holiday charts, and on the global charts it was 62. It has since re-entered the charts multiple times.
I'm going a freaking 9 on this.
Yeah, I'm going a 9.
Awesome song.
It's
awesome
such a fucking
song.
banger. I cannot say that, like, if you put this song on at any time of year, I would be bummed out.
This isn't one I would get tired of listening to either. There are certain Christmas standards that are so overplayed that even though they are a good song, they're annoying at that point. This is not one of them.
Yeah, this one doesn't piss me off.
No, good song.
Good song.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? All right, I'll go with a 9 out of 10. All right, 9 out of 10 for that one. Number 5 on the list is Hard Candy Christmas by Dolly Parton. Now, it's just sung by Dolly Parton. The version that we're talking about was released in 1982. It was a song that was written and composed by lyricist Carol Hall for the musical The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. So this is the version that was in the movie, which is what Dolly Parton starred in. Parton's version of the song was released as a single in October of 1982, reaching number 8 on the U.S. country singles chart in January of 1983. In 1998, the song re-entered the country charts and peaked at number 73 based on unsolicited airplay. Though not expressly a Christmas song, Parton's recording received some airplay on country stations around the holiday season. In 1988, she performed it on Bob Hope's Christmas special. During the late 90s, when RCA reissued Parton's 1984 holiday album with Kenny Rogers, Once Upon a Christmas Time, which I have on vinyl, Parton's recording of Hard Candy Christmas was added to the track list.
Nice.
And it was number 8 on the Billboard charts, number 27 on the Canadian country charts, and it was certified gold in the U.S.
Not one I was familiar with either.
Really?
Didn't know this one. I mean, Dolly's voice is special.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you hear her sing, especially, like, I mean, she still sounds great now, but back in her prime,
man.
Unbelievable, unique voice, special voice.
Especially any song that she sings in this movie or 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Awesome song. I enjoyed this one.
I think it's interesting too, because like the part of the movie is that, like, you know, all of the hookers in the whorehouse are having to go home. You know, they're having to pack their bags and fucking leave. So it's a really sad song. Like the content of the song is not a happy one.
No.
And especially because like hard candy is you know, generally cheaper and shitty. Nobody wants a Werther's original.
No, everybody wants
M&Ms.
Lindors.
Yeah.
Lindors at the Christmas time.
Toblerone.
Quality Street.
A Ferrero Rocher.
Raffaello.
Is that Mark Raffaello?
No, it's like a coconut Ferrero Rocher.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. That fucks. All right. Well, with this one, I mean, like, it's this year it's our only country song on the list. I think that because like I think I have a little bit of a different experience with it because I heard it every fucking year because it was on country radio stations. And a lot of rural places that I lived only had country radio stations, so heard it a lot growing up. Heard it a lot in stores and Christmas parties and everything. I'd probably go an 8 out of 10 on this one. You know, Dolly's voice, specifically with this recording, because Dolly's voice makes it pretty fucking incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go an 8.5, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like anything I listen to from her is pretty solid.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of complaints.
I can't be upset with anything Dolly does.
Also, like the nicest person in the world.
I know.
So like, I don't want to say a negative.
I don't want to
thing.
say a negative thing
No,
about
she's
Dolly.
literally the nicest person in the world.
Dolly's
so-
literally a doll, man.
Yeah,
She's cool as fuck. Did you know that this is a fun Dolly Parton fact? Did you know that the reason that she dresses the way she does and like wore so much makeup and like got the big fake boobs and everything was because she always hated how everybody looked down on the town trollops for how they dressed. So she said, screw you, I'm going to dress however I want, and I'm going to dress like them because I want to dress like them because I think they're pretty.
Nice.
So good for her. She never gave a fuck.
No.
8.25 out of 10.
Nice.
All right. Number 6 on the list is Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles.
Yep.
Now, this song, written in 1960 and released the same year by American blues singer and pianist Charles Brown, hitting the Billboard charts in the Hot 100 in December of 61. That tune, in which Brown co-wrote with Gene Redd, peaked at position 76. It appeared on the Christmas singles for 9 seasons, hitting number 1 in 1972. So in 1978, the Eagles covered and released the song as a holiday single. Their version peaked at number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100, the first Christmas song to reach the top 20 in the charts since Roy Orbison's Pretty Paper in 1963, and it was the first Eagles song to feature Timothy B. Schmidt on the bass, having replaced founding member Randy Meisner the previous year. The lineup features Don Henley on drums and lead vocals, Glenn Frey on piano and backing vocals, Joe Walsh, any relation?
No.
Damn it.
Sadly.
On guitar and backing vocals, and Schmidt on bass and backing vocals, and Don Felder on lead guitar. It was originally released as a vinyl 7-inch single and was re-released as a CD single in 1995, reaching number 15 on the adult contemporary chart. This version is different than the original, though, because it includes the lyrics, "Bells will be ringing the sad, sad news. That is a Christmas alone," as opposed to Brown's original version, which references the glad, glad news. That is Christmas in general. Yeah.
I like this song. It sounds like an Eagles song.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, we're going to touch on it later with another artist that sometimes you don't want it to sound like one of their songs, but this sounds like a freaking Eagles track, and it's this is one I grew up listening to. This one you find on Christmas playlists.
Yeah.
Good job.
This
Good
one
cover.
fucks.
This one does fuck.
This one fucks.
Sounds like a great Eagles track. I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Vocals are good. The guitar shreds.
Dude, the guitar is really good on
yeah,
this track.
Yeah, it goes a little bit harder than it probably should.
Honestly, like, it goes hard for a Christmas song.
It does. I don't know. It's an awesome Christmas track. I mean, it's something that, like, I feel like anybody could listen to, get into it. It's classic, the 70s, late 70s rock, Eagles noise. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Yeah, I would put that along with some of their top tracks as one of their best.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would also agree. I would put it, okay, so if I'm rating this, I'm going an 8.5 out of 10.
I think you're pretty on the money. I'm going to go an 8.5 as well.
8.5?
Yep.
All right, 8.5 out of 10. Works for me, baby.
Awesome song. Give that one a listen.
Give that one a listen.
Put that one on while you're roasting chestnuts
On an open fire.
on an open fire. But make sure you follow fire safety laws.
Yeah.
'Cause
We are currently breaking them. I'm not supposed to have open flames in this apartment.
You know what's worse than an open fire?
Hmm.
A really open fire. A wide open fire.
I like how it smoked when you said that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Number 7 on the list.
Number 7.
We're halfway there. This one, well, we have a bonus track I want to surprise you with at the end.
Interesting. All right.
Okay. So this one, number 7, Mary's Boy Child / Oh My Lord, Bonnie M.
Boney M.
Boney M. Okay, so this one is a 1978 Christmas single by Boney M, cover of Harry Belafonte's 1956 hit Mary's Boy Child, put in the melody of the new song Oh My Lord. It was released in November of 78. The single had its premiere on November 2nd on the German TV show Star Parade, which aired on ZDF. It topped the UK single charts for 4 weeks. It became a Christmas #1 song in the UK, spending 8 weeks in the charts, and it sold 1.8 million units as of November 2015. It was the second single for the group in the UK's all-time best-selling singles list. The song was later added to the group's Christmas album, reissued in 1981, and in the US, the track reached number 85 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it was the last of 4 singles to chart there. In 2017, it experienced somewhat of a resurgence and peaked at number 89
This
the
one,
Holiday Hot 100.
This one fucks, dude.
This one does fuck.
I don't know. My parents had the Boney M Christmas album growing up. This one fucks. For like a very religious.
Yeah.
Like the vibes on this one.
The vibes are so mixed, dude.
Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ,
Was born on Christmas Day.
boom, boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom,
I
boom.
love this song. It's like, I don't know. I can't say I'm a massive Boney M fan, but this one, you know.
I love too that it was just like a fucking. It premiered on German television.
Yeah.
Dude, leave it to the Germans. Fucking weirdos, dude.
My phone is blowing up. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
It's my work.
Sharp. Ah, savior of the universe. Do, 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 do. All right. Yeah, dude, this song fucking slaps. Okay, so now, okay, I would probably go. I'm going to go a 7.75 on this one.
Yes, I think it's a holiday staple.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the better songs.
But it's definitely one I only need to hear once a year.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of disagree.
Yeah?
Yeah, I listened to this one multiple times. You know, I'm gonna go an 8. I think it's up there.
Gonna
for
go an
me.
8?
Yeah, I mean, this is one that brings me back to opening up RC monster trucks at Christmas with Boney M in the background.
Oh,
and,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, you know, relatives getting a little too drunk. Like that's you know, when I think of Boney M, that's what I think of. So this is the way I like this one. This one's an 8 for me.
An 8? All right,
yeah.
so it's a 7.825.
Yeah. Good
Or
math.
7.875. There we
Good
go.
math.
There we go. All right. Yeah, that's a fair rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, number 8 on our list. DJ Play a Christmas Song by Cher. This song just came out. It was
Unfortunately.
yeah, why? It should have made like Sunny and fucking not made it down the hill, man. This song was digitally released on October 6th, 2023 by Warner Records. She debuted it at Silico nightclub in Paris. That would have been a bummer. Performing at a private event hosted by Rabana and H&M. She later performed the song during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on November 23rd. Fucking, that's a bummer. Cher performed DJ Play a Christmas Song on the German TV show Wetten, Das on November 25th. And then she taped her performance for the 91st annual Christmas in Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting on November 19th. And it aired on NBC on November 29th. On December 1st, she appeared on the Graham Norton Show being interviewed and performing the single. I feel so bad for everyone in that audience, dude. The song is performed in the key of G major with a tempo of 134 beats per minute. It shouldn't. It should have 0 beats per minute.
It's a G major?
It's a G major.
Oh,
Yeah. G sharp major.
interesting.
The song entered the U.S. Billboard Dance Electronic Digital Sales Chart at number 3, becoming her highest peaking song on that chart. Weeks later, it climbed to number 1. Who's buying this? Making Cher one of only 2 acts to have a number 1 song on any Billboard chart in the past 7 consecutive decades. Which that part is pretty cool. That's pretty crazy. The song also topped the U.S. Billboard Adult Contemporary, spending 3 consecutive weeks at number 1 and extending its run as Cher's longest solo number 1 on the chart.
Yeah, it's a song.
Yeah, it's a song. I don't know what to say about this other than I don't like that an 80-year-old woman is singing about, like, leaving a party and not having, or going to a party and looking for love, and the DJ starts playing when she fucking gets in there and she wants to kiss some dude under the mistletoe. I'm like, Cher, you're fucking old.
Yeah,
You're fucking old.
It sounds like it sounds like a Cher song because it's like a 90s beat with auto-tune.
Yeah.
Like an immense amount of auto-tune. But yeah, it's not a good song.
DJ playing me a country song.
Play me a Christmas song.
Play me a Christmas song.
Kind of sound like Kermit the Frog.
Dude, that's what Cher sounds like.
But yeah, not a
How
good
the
one.
fuck did she get popular? I legitimately don't know, man.
Well, but to be fair, like Believe is a banger though.
Do you believe in love after love?
Yeah, dude.
I can feel something inside myself.
Uh-huh.
Really don't think I'm strong enough.
No.
Do you believe in love after love? Oh, oh.
This is like on par with your Boston accent is bad impressions.
Dude.
It's up there. But yeah, not a good song. This one sucks.
Dude, my share is fucking great.
This one fucking really sucks. I threw this. I sent it to Spencer without even listening to it because I knew it was gonna be bad. We were coming up with songs we wanted to play, and I was like going through Christmas playlists on Spotify, and I was like, "Oh, this one really fucking sucks."
Oh, dude.
And I didn't even have to listen to it, and I was right. You know,
Yeah,
I
dude.
trusted my gut.
This one. Honestly, it's like this one and But Why Is It So Cold really bring down the whole fucking playlist, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Like, those two are the duds of this one.
This one is bad.
This one's so fucking bad.
I'm going 0.5 on it.
0.5?
0.5.
Fuck, dude. I think I might go. I might go with 0.3, just to give it a 0.4.
0.4.
0.4 out of 10.
You know, Cher, it's maybe time to hang it up.
Dude, yeah. Hang up everything. Hang up the auto-tune.
Yeah, I mean, the auto-tune budget was, like, insane.
Dude, I just don't understand, like, why she's still going. Like, Dolly was performing at the halftime show a few weeks ago. I had no problem with that. She fucking rocked it. This isn't an ageism thing.
Some people know when to call it quits.
Some people know when to call it quits. Dolly doesn't need to call it quits. Cher fucking needs to call it quits.
Jack Nicholson's done making movies.
Yeah.
He knew it was time.
He knew it was time.
Yep.
Which, you know what? Fair enough. He also has some mental health issues, but
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
He knew it was time.
He knew it was time. I mean, if you get dementia, it's probably time.
Yeah.
It's fair, you know? What was the last good Jack Nicholson movie?
The Departed?
Yeah. Like almost 20 years ago?
Yeah, I feel like that's the last one. I mean, I'm trying to think what came out after that. The Bucket List.
The Bucket List?
What really has he been in since then?
I don't know.
His best movie's probably Chinatown.
Yeah, Chinatown's really good.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, The Shining.
Easy Rider.
Yeah.
But he's a side character in Easy Rider.
I mean, I would say, like, The Shining, though, too, is, like,
Yeah.
that's a prime example of, like, just some of the most fucking phenomenal acting I've ever seen.
Cocaine, dude. Cocaine.
Dude.
Yeah, cocaine.
Dude.
But yeah, this is not one I would want to party to. This
No.
is not a fun. I don't get the like who this song is made for.
No.
This is one like I've been curious about a couple songs, like when people make like dance Christmas tracks. Like, if I'm going out on Christmas time to like party or like go to a club, I wouldn't expect like club Christmas music.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No,
I don't
like,
want that.
I would expect like the standards of going to a club. I wouldn't want to listen to like this.
Although, let me say this. I hope that Cher next follows this up with a trap rap fucking Christmas bop. You know?
I don't think that's coming from Cher.
I would love to see it.
Cher rapping. I don't think that's going to happen. She can barely sing.
Yeah, that's
So-
true. Honestly, this song made me wish that she had taken some trips on Jack Nicholson's boat.
All right. On that one, we're going to give that one a 0.4. That song
0.4 out of 10.
sucks.
We have to add the 0.4 out of
Yes,
10 so
that
that people don't
song-
get confused.
That song sucks.
Before we move on, I think it's time to grab a coffee break. I
Yes.
have some coffee made, so I'll grab us some coffee.
Yeah. Yes, we better.
Number 9 on the list is Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Okay, this one I think might be a little like down the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either, but like I think that it actually ended up kind of doing what he said it was going to do, and
Became a big song.
become a big fucking
Yeah.
song that is still played every year, usually again in Starbucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck man, it gets airplay.
It's actually not a
It's
terrible
not a terrible song.
No.
It's way better than the rest of his Christmas album. That's for
we played
goddamn
Spencer,
sure.
the Little Drummer Boy
Ugh.
remix with Busta Rhymes,
Ugh.
which is awful. Pum pum pum.
Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum-pum-pum-pum. He throws that in there.
This is Jay Beebs on the snare drum.
Ugh. Okay, so Mistletoe, though, is a song by Canadian singer Justin Bieber. The song was written by Bieber and his producers Nasri Atway and Adam Maysinger. The song was released on October 17th, 2011 as the lead single from his second studio album and first Christmas album, Under the Mistletoe. Probably.
Yeah, this song fucking was everywhere.
And it reached the top 10 in Canada, Denmark, Norway, and slightly missed the top 10 in the US, peaking at number 11, while reaching the top 40 in 9 other countries. It set the record for highest debut for a Christmas song on the Billboard charts at number 2.
Chestnuts roasting like a hot July.
And it was, highest debut for a Christmas chart song on the Holiday Hot 100. It was number 2 on the Adult Contemporary and number 1 on the Holiday chart.
With you, shawty with you.
It was 3 times platinum.
Nice. I'm going to go right in the middle on this one.
Well, I was going to say the music video. Fun fact about that. Did you watch the music video?
Yeah, it's got a...
Selena Gomez lookalike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I was like, nice. Nice one, Justin.
Nice. And then she made him cry.
Yeah.
And talked about it on Letterman.
Yeah.
It made David laugh really hard.
Which is pretty fucking
hard to do.
Yeah. Also pretty heartbreaking, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Like, not that Justin Bieber is probably like the I don't know. He doesn't seem like a bad dude. He seems like somebody who just got famous really fucking young.
Yeah, I honestly after in a retrospective, you kind of gotta feel bad for the guy. Like, yes, he was extremely famous, made a bunch of money, but he also lost the majority of his childhood. He faced extreme hate from a majority of the population. He also,
probably had a hard time making friends that were dudes.
Well, having friends that are real friends.
Yeah,
imagine how many yes men are in his life because he's rich and he's famous, he's got money.
Oh yeah.
Well, you saw it happen to him. You're 18 years old and you have millions of dollars in Ferraris and you can go and party and do whatever you want with basically no consequences. The fact that he's not dead is kind of a miracle.
It is a miracle. And you know what? Good for him for fucking kind of pulling it together. Also, his new music, I'm not going to lie. Everything from his album fucking Purpose onwards, I've been like, I can bop this.
It's not terrible music.
It's not bad.
No,
it's pretty generic pop music, but it's it's still good.
I think he turned a leaf.
He turned a cheek.
I feel bad for him. Imagine your life like that. That's crazy. From the time you were young, the fact that he's kind of out of the spotlight now. He's still Justin Bieber and still very famous, but the fact that he's managed to keep most of his life pretty low key is probably a testament to his new way of living.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine being that young. He was probably 13 or 14 when he got famous.
Dude, he was younger.
Yeah.
He was younger. He was 11.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
It's nuts.
That's so ridiculous. The fact that and I don't know. I've seen people I know a few people who I did not I knew them when they were not famous.
Yep.
And watching peripherally their life fucking change completely when they blow up and suddenly star in the new Hunger Games movie. You're just like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, no, I think that's a level that's not healthy.
Your whole life changes basically instantaneously, and then when you're not even fully developed, as your brain's not fully developed, you have no...
That's the other thing.
You have no actual concept of... you haven't lived life long enough to actually know what a regular normal life is. He doesn't know what a regular adult life is.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Everybody that I know that's peripherally became famous, they've it's been when they were an adult. They've had life experience. But I can't imagine he didn't he legitimately didn't choose that. You know, that was just something that happened. And if I was 11, I probably would have, my parents would have probably done the same thing. Shit, this is a cool opportunity. This is once in a lifetime.
Usher comes knocking on your door
in
East End, Saskatchewan.
Hey! Usher's yeah. I'd be like, yeah.
But I'm not gonna come here and shit on him. He was young when he made the song. It's not a bad song. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
Gonna give it a 7?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 7.25.
Nice.
That means that we're at a 7.125.
I don't get mad when this comes on. I mean, I wouldn't listen to it all the time.
No.
But
it does kind of force a smile on me. I'm not going to
does.
lie. There's a little bit of it that makes me go, damn it.
But it's basically a standard now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to crap on it. It's a good song. Good job.
It
Good job,
fucks.
J Beebs.
J Beebs,
7 whatever.
7.125.
There we go.
All right. Number 10 is a very good classic.
Mm.
Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogs.
The Pogues.
Pogues.
Yeah.
Pogs, Pogues. Pogues, Pogs.
Yes.
Pogs, Pogues.
Yes.
Pogs, Pogues.
Yes.
Pogs, Pogues, 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 Pogues.
Yeah.
Is it Pogues or Pogs?
It's the Pogues.
Pogues?
Yeah.
Okay. Fairy Tale of New York is a song written by Jim Finer and Shane McGowan.
Which Shane just recently passed away. Lead singer.
Rip Shane.
Rip Shane.
Rip Shane. And recorded by their London-based band,
The Pogues.
The Pogues, featuring English singer-songwriter Christy McCole on vocals. The song is an Irish folk-style ballad and was written as a duet, with the Pogues singer McGowan taking on the role of the male character and McHale playing the female character. It was originally released as a single on November 23rd, 1987, and later featured on the Pogues' 1988 album, If I Should Fall from Grace with God. It originally began in 1985. The song had a troubled 2-year development history, undergoing rewrites and aborted attempts at recording and losing its original female vocalist along the way, before finally being completed in August of 1987. Although the single has never been in the UK Christmas #1, being kept at #2 on its original release by the Pet Shop Boys cover of Always on My Mind, which is a pretty good song.
Good cover.
Not gonna lie, that's a pretty fucking banger of a song. It proved enduring popularity with both music critics and the public. To date, the song has reached the UK top 20 on 20 separate occasions since its original release in 1987, including every year at Christmas since 2005.
It's a raw track. It's a good song.
It's a good song.
I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea, but it's the lyrics are, they're not traditional Christmas lyrics. It's it kind of tells a story.
You're a bum, you're a maggot, you're a cheap lousy.
Yep. It's he's kind of takes the role on pretty well of the drunk, bummy, guy on Christmas.
Yeah, and she takes on the role great of being fed up with her drunk fucking husband.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a traditional Christmas song, but it is a good one. Like I said before, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I do think his vocals, it's an acquired taste. Some of the Pogues music on its own, they're an interesting band in itself because they're like singing traditional folk music, but they're kind of like rebel punky.
Yeah,
it's a weird combination of the two.
They would be way more popular if they formed today.
Yeah, they had a really great song I grew up listening to called "Dirty Old Town." That's a song I have a deep personal connection with. Growing up, that was sung at we do a lot of sing-songing in Newfoundland. That was sung all the time. Very popular, very good song. This one I got into later in life. Wasn't one that was played, surprisingly, in my household around Christmas.
Really?
Nope, not something that was really a standard for us, but I do like the song. Like I said, I think it's acquired taste. I do think his vocals are a little rough. I wouldn't say they're, traditional or good sounding.
They're definitely this is one of those songs where you're not listening to it for the quality of the vocals. You're listening to it for the story that he's telling.
Yes.
And the emotion behind them.
Yes, and I would say overall, I mean, you wouldn't peg him as a fantastic singer. He's more of a unique voice. And unique personality in music in itself. It's kind of a shame he's gone, but he had a lot of demons to deal with, and he certainly sounds like it.
Oh yeah.
It's rough it's raw around the edges. I mean, I think she's got a great voice, and the combination of the two is
it works. It complements
Yes.
each other.
Yes.
It's also funny because the origins of this song. I just want to say this before we get into rating it or anything. But apparently, one of the alleged origins is that their producer at the time was Elvis Costello, and he bet them that they couldn't write a hit Christmas track.
Yeah.
So they fucking
He probably thought he was fucking making good money on that one because I wouldn't have bet
Oh,
that either.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%. It was number 1 in Ireland, 5 times platinum in the UK, and 2 times platinum in New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I'm gonna come in. I think at 7.75.
7.75.
That's what I'm gonna.
I'm gonna go an 8.25 so that it's an 8.
Nice. I think that's a fair rating for that one. I think, like I said before, some people really love the song. I think there's some people out there that don't. I think it's down the middle on this one, but I personally enjoy it. I know you do too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 7.75.
This one slaps.
It's good.
It fucks.
It's good.
All right, so number 11 on our list is "Don't Shoot Me, Santa" by The Killers.
Yeah, I love this song.
We've covered The Killers before. Now I think it's great because what I realized when you sent this is that we have 2 songs in here about Santa doing horrible things.
Yes.
We have one about Santa SAing elves.
Yes.
And we have one about Santa gonna kill a little boy.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. I like that.
A bullet in your gun. A bullet in your what?
A bullet in your
Don't shoot
gun.
me, Santa Claus. I've been a clean living boy. I promise you. Do every little thing you ask me to.
Honestly, it's a really good song. Okay, so "Don't Shoot Me, Santa" was released November 27th, 2007 as a digital download. A portion of the proceeds from this song went to AIDS charities as a part of the Product Red campaign, headed by Bono and Bobby Shriver. It is The Killers' second Christmas download single following their 2006 A Great Big Sled. It was number 23 in Canada, number 8 on the U.S. Bubbling Under Hot 100 singles, and number 21 in Scotland. So the U.S. Bubbling Under the Hot 100 singles, this is now non-existent, but what it used to be was any track that was like gaining in popularity but not hitting the Hot 100 would be on the Bubbling Under the Hot 100 singles chart.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just fucking go, this is number 211.
Yeah.
That's
true.
why we have the Billboard 200 now.
It's true. I like this song. I think it's fun. It's catchy as all fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Super catchy.
Really distinctly a Killer's track, too.
Yes. It
You
sounds
hear
very much
it,
a Killer's track.
you listen to it, and you go, yeah, that's a Killer's track. I understand it now.
Yeah. No, it's a fun song. Literally, it tells this kid's been bad, and Santa's chasing him down to assassinate him. Yeah, and he's like telling Santa not to, and then Santa's got like a real interesting like vocals on Santa. Lots of talking, lots of singing. The chorus, like I said, is catchy as all hell.
Which,
it's a good
honestly,
song.
that might be why Mormon children are so well behaved, is
Yeah.
if Santa, to them, might come and kill them
Yeah,
and send them to hell.
yeah,
Send them to heck, I mean.
yeah.
So they're Mormon.
Send him to the bad planet.
The bad planet.
Yeah.
The one where,
You're not gonna get into BYU this year.
yeah. You're not going to get to go with the 10,000 of us that make it into heaven.
Yeah. Well, you're not getting your own planet. You gotta share your planet,
You got to share your planet.
and that sucks.
That's rough.
Yeah, but anyways, good song. I also would say, I don't know, I discovered this might not be everybody's cup of tea either, because I played it for Sarah. She didn't like it.
Really?
No, not for her. She said it sounds like a couple different songs in one song, which I never thought about it that way.
I mean, yes, but it also, I do feel like it does incorporate some very different sounds throughout the song. But I think that it's mixed well enough, and the transition is smooth enough that I don't notice it that jarringly.
Definitely not a standard. I don't think this
No.
is one that's going to be played all that often.
I think this is one that you throw on at a holiday party to fuck with people.
Yeah, like I only thought about it because I was actually with my brother the other day, and we were like talking about Christmas songs. Like, do you remember that fucking Killers one? He's like, I don't remember. And then as soon as I put it on, he's like, oh yeah, I remember it. So I'm gonna go. I mean, I personally love this song, but I'm not gonna put it up with the greats that we've already rated today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a 7 on it.
Yeah, I'm following you with a 7 on this one.
I think it's a fun song. I think it's if you like it, you like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go a 7. I think it's right kind of in the middle there, a little bit better than Poor.
Better than Poor.
Yeah,
Hey, that's not me right now. I am poor.
that's me. I'm a little better than Poor.
You're a little
I
better.
can afford sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we should have mentioned our sweaters at the start. This is Siobhan's sweater. It's a Nutcracker Alberta Ballet cast of 1990 sweater.
Mine's from the mall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any specific store in the mall, or did you just find it on a bench?
No, I actually ordered it online, like not for Christmas wear, but then it's become my holiday sweater of this year.
It's a good holiday
It's from
sweater.
Hollister.
Hollister.
Yep.
Nice.
It doesn't smell like cologne.
Oh.
It smells like BO because I'm wearing it. Anyways. Anyways, I like the sweater. Yep. I think
Nice.
it was on sale.
I like that sweater.
Thanks, man.
I also like that I'm wearing an elf costume right now.
Yeah, Dollarama.
You know what? So Red Richardson, like the Year Is
Yes.
podcast,
Yeah, stay toxic.
Stay Toxic. When they did their holiday episode, Bobby tricked Red into wearing an elf costume
Nice.
on the episode, and Red was pissed off the whole time, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But now Red Richardson blew up, so maybe now that I'm wearing an elf costume, I'm gonna blow up in the new year.
I hope so.
I hope so. We can only hope.
Yeah.
We
one
can only
dream.
hope.
One can dream.
One can dream. Fuck. We'll get into the last song, and then we have a bonus track that we'll cap
Yes,
it off on.
yes.
And when I do the bonus track, I'll also tell you a little fun story. Okay, so the last track on our 12 Songs of Misfits this year is Linus and Lucy by the Vince Guardali Trio.
Yeah, this is a fun one. This is from the Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack.
Yeah.
This is the one with the piano.
Yeah. Doom doo 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 doom doo 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 doom doo 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 doo
Yeah.
doom doo 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 doom doo 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 doom doo 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 doo. They have that weird breakdown in the middle.
I have a funny story about this actually.
Really?
Yeah, I did a Charlie Brown Christmas play. And I played the piano guy.
Ooh.
I forget his name.
That is Linus, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah, Linus with the blanket?
No, he doesn't play the piano.
I thought he did.
No, there
Oh,
whoever.
Linus has the blanket.
Yeah, he has the blanket. He plays the
Who
blanket.
fucking plays the piano?
I don't remember. He wears a purple shirt, I think. Anyways, I had a little tiny piano, like very, very small. I didn't actually play it because I can't. Anyways, but I mind playing the piano when the little breakdown went down. You want to hold this quick?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I used to go. I was like this. I was like. And that was my big roll, and I got big laughs.
Oh, dude.
So yeah, I did that the entire time.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It was
What grade
fun.
was this?
Oh, 7, I think, or 8.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was not the first play I was in. The first play I was in, I was a slice of toast.
Really?
Yep. It was about the food groups. I was carbohydrates. Yeah, I was a slice of bread. Followed up by the year after that, I was Elvis in Christmas Around the World.
Nice.
Elvis was actually alive and well in Hawaii, and I got to play Elvis, and I didn't sing. I did some miming
Nice.
of Maliki Liki Maka and Blue Christmas, and for some reason Jailhouse Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 3 big songs.
That's 3 big solos from a boy.
Yeah, I was in grade 4.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Then I went into, after my popularity, I had to take a little time away. And then I came back for Charlie Brown Christmas years later. And then I was in Fiddler on the Roof. And
That's fucking wild, dude.
yeah.
You know what's crazy is the first play that I was in the nativity play
Nice.
in my school, and I got cast as the donkey, and I
Nice.
was pissed because I wanted to be Joseph.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's the fucking lead, dude. I want to be that guy."
Yeah.
And my teacher had to convince me that the donkey was the lead, so I was playing the tambourine in it. I had a tambourine solo.
I have a
I wasn't supposed to have a tambourine solo.
theory. Now this might be controversial because it's religion, but wouldn't like this whole story of baby Jesus be like a really good episode of like Jerry Springer or Maury?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "It's a miracle baby." Just like, well, we never had sex.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the father?
Which of these wise men was it?
Yeah, I mean,
Probably the one that brought
I
gold.
feel like it would be a really good episode. Of,
I mean,
one of those daytime.
What if it was
TV
the one who
shows.
brought fucking myrrh?
Imagine like Joseph gets the "You're not the father" and he just starts like dancing. He starts like doing backflips and shit.
Dude, I just also wonder like why the fuck like I don't know. There's a lot about that story that I'm always confused by.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't really make sense. And Christians are like chill with that premarital birth, you know, out of wedlock.
But it's because it was a miracle.
Yeah.
It was a miracle.
The miracle. Even though, like, you know, there's a giant jump in the Jesus story. Like, there's, like, you know, him being born, and then there's him at 12 years old, like, having a temper tantrum in a fucking market, and then it just jumps to him being a cult leader.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, a massive gap in there. I'm like, what did he do between the ages of 13 and 29?
Healed some lepers.
Yeah, I guess. You know?
He partied.
Fucking, yeah, he made some great wine.
Yeah.
I bet anything he just invented wine, and they were like, yo, he turned fucking water into wine, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't know, but we have a lot of traditions and because of him.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of them are pretty good, though. Like, I like Christmas.
I get socks every year.
Yeah. Dude, Easter's also not that
I've
bad.
never ever bought socks.
Yeah.
Think of a time you ever bought socks.
Usually fun socks.
Yeah, fun socks.
I'll buy fun socks.
But like regular
I'll go to, like,
socks?
Journeys.
Like,
Get some a funky sock pack when I get some new Chucks, you know?
I like the socks I get. Puma or Champion every year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you an ankle sock guy?
No,
Ah.
I'm a regular sock guy.
Yeah, I'm a ankle sock in the summer and long sock in the winter.
I'm actually thoroughly anti-sock, but
That's
a whole
fair.
other story.
I'm also not wearing socks right now.
Yeah. Why are you wearing shoes?
I don't know.
In your own house.
I forgot that I was wearing shoes.
You go to America for a week and you start wearing shoes inside your house?
Dude, I'm fucking American as fuck, dude.
You're weird, dude.
Dude, I'm America as fuck.
Yeah, I noticed it earlier. I didn't want to say anything, but
Yeah, no, dude. I
just
forgot
to take
about
them
it.
off, yeah.
I forgot about it because, like, you know, everywhere in America, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a pretty dope country in a lot of ways.
It is. I'm not anti-U.S.
I could see myself living in L.A. if I had money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I liked my time in New York.
Oh, dude. Everyone I talked to in L.A. was like, I love Vancouver when I heard I was from Canada. And I'm like, fucking, we don't. I'm like, you just named one of the worst places.
Everybody's moving from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Toronto.
But a lot of people are moving, like, in the film industry, we're moving back from Vancouver because we had the big film spike for a while there.
Nice.
Okay,
Respect.
Linus and Lucy, we fucking really went off on a tangent
Yeah, we've
there.
been doing that the whole episode. I like this song. This one's fun, man. It's a classic as well. No lyrics.
Certified gold.
Just fucking great piano playing and good memories.
And it always plays on the radio
Yep.
in both Canada and the U.S.
Yep, I like this song. This song's good. I like the movie. The movie's good. And Charlie Brown Christmas is funny. It's wholesome.
Did you know that the Weather Network uses it as its background music for the holiday season?
Didn't know that.
And they've done it since 1999.
Didn't know that. I'm not a big Weather Network guy.
Dude, I fucking love the Weather Network. I love the Weather Network.
I don't want to watch the Weather Network.
Dude,
I have
it's-
this thing called a phone. And
Yeah, I
just
know,
look
but-
at it for about 5 seconds.
Dude,
and know how
I have
hot it
such good memories of the Weather Network because, like, we used to have to watch it, like, you know, back home.
Yeah.
If you're, like, you know, ranch kid, you'd find out if school was canceled from the Weather Network. And you'd find out because they phoned you, but, like, you'd find out because, like, the fucking TV would tell you. But the Weather Network was dope because you'd watch it for, like, it's, like, just the same thing looped over, like, an
Yeah.
hour. Oh, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's great, dude.
Well, I'm not. Can't say I've been a big Weather Network guy.
Whenever I'm in a hotel room, I turn on the Weather Network.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Interesting.
I'm like, what's the weather going to be like in this location?
Learning more and more about you every day.
Yeah. I've spent a lot of times. I realized that I spent more time in hotel rooms or Airbnbs or, like, not my own bed than my own bed this year.
How does that make you feel?
Feels pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
It's not a bad feeling.
Winning.
I will say, though, winning. Tiger blood, bro. No, but I feel like it's funny that I bought a mattress this year. Like, that was what I spent a lot of my, like, Fargo money on, was a, like, good mattress.
You don't even use it.
I've barely fucking used it, dude.
Nice.
All right, so
I love this song.
this song's great. I'm gonna go a 9 out of 10.
You're spot on. I was thinking a 9 too. I love this song, and I think this is definitely a standard. I think it's I don't know, probably the best part of the. I mean, there's a bunch of good songs on this album, but this one I think is unique. It's not. It's not the other ones. You're getting at the point of the podcast where I'm running out of things to say.
Yeah.
I like the song. It slaps. Good song. 9 out of 10.
It's a really good song.
Yep.
Okay, so now we have one last song, and this is a bonus song.
Bonus track.
Because I just found out about it before the episode started recording.
Yeah.
So we might take 2 seconds here to listen to a song, and then we will come back at you. All right, so our bonus track.
Yes.
For so this is number 13. We have a baker's dozen
Nice.
Misfits for Christmas songs.
Nice.
And this one is from friends of the show, the Doohickeys, called Sunny in 72, featuring Haley Orantia.
I like the song. It's kind of what we were talking about. You said it was weird in LA being there at Christmas time.
Yeah.
That's literally what the song's about. It's being sunny and not having snow and getting tan lines around Christmas, and it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Yeah.
They want it to not be sunny and not be hot because it's Christmas.
And also fucking phenomenal like steel pedal guitar.
Yes.
Holy fuck, that is so cool.
It's a nice little country tune.
It's a nice little ditty. Dude, and also funny because it came out literally the YouTube thing says an hour ago. We are viewer number 1. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, good song. Good job,
song.
guys.
Lap Steel was by Jordan Bush. So shout out to Jordan Bush. I met him. He was very nice. I would say this is a good song.
I enjoyed it.
Pardon?
I said I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Nice little bonus track.
Nice little bonus track.
Are we going to rate it?
Yeah, I think we'll rate it. I'll go fucking 9.
I'll go a 9-2.
I'll go 9 too.
Good work, Doohickeys.
Good work, Doohickeys.
Friends of the podcast.
Friends of the podcast.
Anyways.
That's our Christmas episode.
Holy fuck! It feels weird doing a long one now that we've been so tight with our hours.
We've been really tight with them, but I mean, also this is our last one of the year, and it's our 52nd episode, so it's technically our 1 year, 1 year of episodes.
Yes.
Even though we've been going for 13 months now.
Yeah.
Which actually is pretty good. We only missed a couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, 14 months, I believe.
Yeah.
We started in September, I think, Graham.
We recorded in September, but we didn't release our first one until October.
Nice. Well, it feels good. I'm glad to be doing this with you another
glad to
year.
be doing it.
I'm not sure exactly we're going to be back. We'll be back, but I don't know what the plan is. We're going to go spend some time with our families and enjoy some time off of work and all that fun stuff. But man, it's been fun. I feel like this has been a great year overall. It's been a great year for you professionally. It's been an awesome year for both of our lives personally.
Yeah.
Can't say much more. I mean, it's been great.
What would you say are your top 3 favorite things that happened to you this year?
Certainly getting engaged.
Yep.
That was a big one for me. I would say starting my new job was a big thing for me. Actually, enjoying what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis is
that's helpful.
Yes. And then the third one is, we got a new cat. That's been pretty fantastic. Doing stuff with you every week, seeing my, one of my bestest friends every week and spending time together.
Fuck yeah.
I'm super grateful for that. I'm grateful for people that listen to Two Idiots Talk every week and all the people we've met, all the stuff I've done this year. It feels like it's been a big year for me personally. 25 is a strange age to be. You're out of your early 20s where you can't really fuck around anymore, but you're not quite 30. So, you've still got time to make mistakes and time to learn, but
dude, it's a weird your late 20s are weird because you have more security as a person, and even if you're financially insecure, you're still a little bit more secure financially because you understand where you fucked up in your early 20s. And I also feel like you do realize that just how young you feel until you hang out with young people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I meet an 18-year-old now, I feel fucking old.
Yeah.
But when I hang out with old people, I feel fucking young, you know?
But I'm super thankful. Everybody in my family is happy and healthy, and all my friends are happy and healthy, and life's been good this year, which I can't say it's been that way every year. So
yeah,
the fact that I've had a very smooth year, I'm very happy. I'm grateful for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What about you, man? What's the best 3 things that happened to you this year?
I would put engaged up there as number 1 as well.
Yes.
I think that's like kind of obvious. That has to be the number 1. You know,
Yes.
a personal life thing. That's a big one. I would say like honestly, getting to actually hang out with friends more has been a big one for me. Not just the person or the professional stuff, because the professional stuff. I mean, I think that I talk about it enough on the podcast where I'm like happy about the things that have happened. You know, the tour that I did in the spring, my first headlining tour, that was fun. Getting to do this theater tour with Pewagan was great. Getting to be
in the U.S.
Yeah, performed in the U.S. for the first time. Fargo, fucking Quest Theater here in Calgary. I did a show with them. You know, like professionally, things were really good this year, and I think the podcast was good. But I really am thankful for the friendships, and I think that was one of the things that was really nice about even just being in LA recently was getting to actually meet people that I've been friends with for a long time. You know, peripherally or online, and getting to actually hang out with them and get to know them. Like I was surprised with the you know the amount of deepening that I had with friendships I've already had this year, and the new ones that I've made. You know, like I'm really thankful that I got to do Pewagan, and I got to, like, everybody in the cast became really good friends of mine, but especially Mitchell Saddleback, who was my fucking roommate in Halifax. You know, like he's one of the funniest dudes and one of the nicest guys, and our show that we did in Yellowknife together, like our stand-up show, I think, honest to God, was my favorite comedy show I've done all year, because it was just like, we were both having so much fun, you know? And it was fun because you were just, there's no pressure. You're just hanging out with your buddy and making people laugh. So I don't know. I'm happy about those things.
And I want to thank everybody that's come on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's listened to the podcast. You know, shout out to the Vidos. Shout out to Sam for being a part of this for a good chunk of the year. So I want to thank everybody that's had a hand in, you know, making this fun for us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, we just have fun every week, and, you know.
And you know what? Like it's you know, the whole reason to do it was because we wanted to, and we're still doing it because we want to, and we're growing, and I love seeing that. I love seeing our numbers slowly grow, and you know, everybody that's honestly, like, every guest that has donated their time, I am thankful for. You know, like we had the Vidos, the Doohickeys, like fucking Forrest Shaw, Forrest Haitia, Brett Cassidy, Brittany Lysing, Nolene Hoffman, Cowboy Cole, like, fuck, man.
Tyler Susie from
Big
Pile of Leaves.
Fuck.
I mean, if we're forgetting anybody, I hope we're not. But
I really hope we're not too, but I don't think so. I think that is everyone.
Yeah, Brittany, the whole gang. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I've learned a lot. I think we've slowly gotten pretty crisp at this old thing. I think it's been hiccups and bumps along the way, but I wouldn't do it with anybody else.
I wouldn't either. I couldn't imagine doing this with anyone else. Also, it's funny that you said we've gotten pretty crisp with it after we just did a 2-hour-long episode.
Yeah, fuck it, who cares? But no, I'm thankful for everybody that's been a part of this, and you know, we haven't accomplished everything we've wanted to accomplish, but that's okay.
That's
There's
okay.
Lots of time.
We got some cool shit too. Thanks for Amazon for giving us that big old bump. That was cool as hell.
Yep, Amazon we're thankful for, and
Cax. I mean, we gotta
shout out to Cax.
Shout out
to
Cax.
Sean for letting us come use his space for a while.
That was awesome.
Shout out for London Drugs for selling me this mic.
Shout out to Siobhan for buying a mic years ago because she was gonna do a podcast, and now I'm using it.
Also, shout out to Siobhan and you for letting us use your space for a good chunk of the year.
Yeah, how wild is it that we're back at the like OG corner too?
It's weird because I mean, like I've always said this, but I like to always bring it up. I'm super thankful that you let us in here for, I don't know, I mean, we were hours and hours and hours we've spent in here.
Oh, yeah.
That's, you know, taking, you know, time out away from you guys spending time together, being in your house, you know, also puts Siobhan out, so I'm thankful for that too.
It's okay. Today I tied her up to the tree outside, so
Nice.
she has a place to go pee.
She's the little angel on top of the tree.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well,
Happy
Merry
New
Christmas,
Year.
everyone. Happy New Year.
See you in 2024. Big things coming.
Big things coming.
Yeah.
We got some big things that might happen. Like, we actually do have some cool things that are in the works, and if they happen, I'm really excited. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, cheers, everyone.
If you made it this far.
If you made it this far, anal contusions.